And if you needed to get the lay of the land, if you needed to get on her to say, hey, we need to meet in order for me to do my job. I've done this for however many years. And then earlier you also said that, you don't give time frames to your clients in terms of how soon you can get the footage to them because life happens. You get busy.
Yes.
Why couldn't you extend that same courtesy to her for the wedding as far as the start time,
yeah.
right? Things happen. Things may not start on time. What is my plan B in the event that things don't occur the way I hope that they do?
I believe I executed as best as I can to tell my videographer to just stop doing what you're doing and set up whatever you can, man, for audio and for everything you need to shoot the ceremony, because you can't be shooting the reception area when this is going on. So that's what I told him. So I believe I did the best that I could at the very moment when she told me that we moved up an hour.
How many photos did you give her?
509, I believe.
And edited?
None.
What are the photos that you provided to us? Are these edited?
Those aren't the edited photos, no.
Because they actually look really good. Did you see them?
Some, yes.
And it's surprising to hear that they're not even edited. They're pretty good. And you gave her 500 unedited.
Yes.
You didn't pick the 30 that you wanted for him to edit?
No, because at that time he started brushing me off because I started asking about the rest of the contract stuff. It was a text message she read where I'm asking because I want specifics. And then that's when I start telling him about the video, when am I gonna get the USB, when am I gonna get this? And at that point I was having really bad anxiety just looking at his name when he would text me or anything. So I had him and my maid of honor go in there and start communicating with him. And that's when Norma got involved. That's when
she talked legal, everything kind of shut down at that point.
Yes.
What are you happy with? Are you happy with anything?
It would give me some peace of mind if he can let me know, or somebody, how I can download them to keep them forever so that he doesn't take them off, put them on, take them off, put them on. And I want the wedding video back, even if it's ugly.
Did you like any of the photos for him to edit?
I can pick some for him to edit. I did look at him, but I can't right now. I
understand. I'm trying to see how we can remedy the situation. And it's important that you actually were able to look at what he did deliver so that I can see what it is that you are happy with and what you're not happy with. We understand the drone shots never happened.
Yeah.
Right? That's a problem. How do we remedy the drone shots? What do you think is fair?
I'm still willing to shoot another shot on the house. That was always a thing.
No, but that's different from a drone shot.
Yeah, it is.
So
it is.
I want to ask you, Ms. DeCasas, about the reshoot. You quoted $4,000. Where are you getting that from?
Somebody I met with him, and he was supposed to give me a quote to take all the stuff, and he was gonna prepare a wedding video for me, and he was gonna edit the pictures for me, and he was gonna do another shoot of just him and I. And because the drone was so important to me, he was gonna include a drone while we're doing a session for just him and I.
And he was quoting you $4,500 for all of that?
Yes. And this is why I ran with him, and that should have been my first red flag, because everybody I was asking for just pictures alone was over $7,000. And my friend knows him through a church, so, I saw the word church, and he gave me that price. I ran with it, and I shouldn't have, because, again, it was the most important day of my life, and I guess when you get what you pay for, I guess.
Any other questions? Okay. We're going to excuse both of you while we deliberate in this matter.
This courtroom is now in recess.
I don't think that the defendant delivered on his promises. I think he did a poor job in trying to remedy the problem, especially when you're talking about a very important day that you can only capture once. So I'm leaning towards a verdict in favor of the plaintiff. For how much is the question, as always, because she didn't receive some of the things that were listed in the contract, and she paid him in full and tipped him $300, which is why she's suing for the $4,500. As far as the reshoot is concerned, we don't really have any proof of $4,000 to do this thing over. I'm inclined to give her one or the other.
To me, he came through on the 10 hours of footage. The fact that she cut out 5 minutes of shakiness says really nothing, because that's going to exist in the raw footage. But he fell short on the drone. I don't think he really gave the Instagram video that he should have, and he's really made her life difficult by not providing the links. So I would give her back half of her money, and then I'd give her whole tip back.
I would give her half, as Judge Juarez indicated, plus the tip, and round it out to $3,000, because I think it's an important statement to make that he didn't perform the way he was supposed to perform. And when you look at the case, I mean, the drone footage was so important to her. Yeah, that's why you went to the ranch. You had the horses. I mean, I'm sure the overarching shot would have been very powerful.
Michael, if you feel strongly about $3,000 as opposed to $2,400, I'm okay with that.
We have a deal.
And I think he should be required to give her everything he's got. Right. Videos, photos, everything he's got from her wedding on a USB. And he's got to provide that USB within 5 business days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we have a verdict.